I just realized something. Today's November 20th. Now, if I were to uh, study up on Python being integrated into my day trading, I know that from where I'm starting from right now, it's not going to happen overnight. So I'm wondering whether what I will be doing will be sufficient in so uh, so I have to figure this out now. I realize that the future of day trading is essentially you could I could probably do well. I could probably do well as a day trader, hand trading. But the real reality is I need to be trading using some sort of a software assistance because it'll allow me to develop a better understanding of setups, and also it's going to help me figure out how to trade better. I think because it provides it because it's repeatable. It's consistently repeatable. That's what software does. And writing code in software is going to be a very interesting thing to do. Um, now, this is something that I need to do. It looks like it's something that I've heard of other professional day traders actually going into automated trading. Now, automatic trading is essentially developing an understanding of boy, it's not going to be easy. I can tell you that it's not going to be easy. I know that it will not be easy, and but I think it seems to be the future of doing it, because if I'm looking at 1.4 seconds to make a decision on what I'm doing, that seems to be reasonable, because 1.4 seconds is far faster than what I can do, even if I'm doing, especially, see, the thing is, it's in a 1 minute time frame. If it's in a 1 minute time frame and I'm making day trades, then theoretically speaking, on a level of now this is a gimme for like large trading firms, because they already know everything, right? They probably hired like a high caliber software engineer to write software for this kind of thing, to figure out what, because they have trading strategies. You see, they have trading strategies that allows them to make trades automatically. Now, if trading is done automatically and they know how to make these trades, now how do I trade? So I have to figure out how to make these trades. All right. Now, when I make these trades, the understanding is that I have to figure out how to make these trades in software, and software seems to be an excellent challenge. It seems to be an interesting challenge to integrate. Now, while I am developing an understanding of how day trading is done, I suppose using software using software using software is going to be most likely it'll be the next step. Using software to develop trading is the next step. But because if I have the infrastructure set up, essentially what I'm doing is creating an environment where it's wow, it's a corporation. I could create it's a company. I'm creating a company by developing a software that allows me to just focus on, wow, this is fascinating. This is incredibly fascinating. Wow, I'm essentially creating a corporation that uses software, the software to allow me to, okay, 2 minutes ago, it allows me to, develop, wow, that's my next company then. Okay, so utilizing software, okay, hand trading allows me to buy some time in developing, okay, I just dropped a fork. Okay, that's dirty. Okay, I'll just put this back and come back. So essentially what I will be doing is developing, wow, this is fascinating. And the reason I say it's fascinating because essentially what I'm doing is developing a company based on, wow, I'm developing a company. I'm developing a company utilizing software to do a trading for me automatically. And if this is successful, well, this is fascinating. It can be done on a singularly simple. It'll most likely. Wow, this is huh, huh. Interesting. I'm looking into the possibility of developing a software company, not a software company, a trading company that allows me to write code to develop the wow, this is just incredible. I can utilize software to do trading for me automatically. You see that? I can use software to trade automatically for me. In that way, the hardest part anyway for any day trader is essentially figuring out timing can be done by software automatically. It's a simple factor. So the reality is most of the time that I spend needs to be spent developing an understanding of how to use the software, to write software, to develop the software that allows me to trade automatically. Boy, I got a bunch of them there. So, in order for me to figure this out, now this will be an interesting thing to do, and it's not going to be easy. And this is just thinking out loud, and it's really required to think out loud, in order to move into a direction where it's a future direction. It's a future direction of the company that I've established that allows me to essentially become a corporation. A corporation. So the idea is essentially bouncing off here. I mean, I've started on something that can and will be prosperous because it has been proven by numerous other individuals in day trading. So the world that am participating allows me to trade stocks. So if I'm able to utilize a software, and utilizing software, it's going to take a few years. Okay, I suppose what I can do is spend my time now developing software that allows me to essentially make what I do in hand trading automatic. Okay, I can move in that direction, and what I can focus on is essentially is essentially the infrastructure will primarily be the same for whatever setups that I do, right? So I make one setup work flawlessly, right? I make it work for flawlessly for one setup. And then I can switch in other setups to using the same creation that I have. Once I do that, then the hard work that was used to make one setup work will work for other setups as well. If need be, a minor change is required, right? And I suppose what I can do is sell this thing to other people who they can use, who they can use. I could sell it for, maybe a couple $1,000 or something like that, right? I mean, this could be another venture kind of thing. So they can use this software to practice whatever they want to do, but it's already out there by lots of other. I think what's happening is that there's other companies out there who's actually doing this already, right? Software companies and all you have to do is figure out what kind of setup that you put into whatever the trading algorithm that you want to do. And so as a trader, there are companies out there that already have this software available that allows an individual to create a algorithm that can run on a pair within the day trading environment, whether it's FX or whether it's Nasdaq or Dow or whatever the market is, whether it's gold or oil or whatever it is, or futures or whatever the market is. There is the ability to tie in whatever the market situation is using a software, and there are companies out there who provides that functionality already. So what I need to do is whether the companies that are out there are sufficiently robust enough for me to take advantage of that, right? Take advantage of it, and obviously, if the system that I have is profitable, are they tracking it? Are they using that information to benefit themselves, or are they just simply providing software support for trading certain types of situations, right? So this is very, very fascinating. Now that I'm thinking about integrating software into the trading environment.